I'm Chris.
And I'm Jeff.
Welcome to episode 78 of Fresh and Uncooked, the podcast where Jeff and I talk about fast food, new menu items and products, cooking at home, and what we love to eat. Jeff, what are we doing today?
Gameday foods.
So sit back, grab a snack, and enjoy episode 77 of the most appetizing food podcast ever,
Fresh and Uncooked.
Okay, boys, welcome to the 2024 Game Day Food Draft. We're basically going to draft our favorite game day foods that we want to eat when we're watching football or any sport, really, I guess, right? No need to discriminate.
Right.
Jeff's decked out in his Michigan jersey. I'm wearing my Bears shirt. I was going to wear my hat, but clearly I forgot. Frank.
I have my Bears underwear.
His Bears underwear on.
Can't see that.
Frank, you also have the number one pick.
So believe it or not, this is something that I've thought about long and hard today. In fact, I even reached out to my brother-in-law, tried to get some ideas in case I missed something. And the first thing on my list wasn't originally at the top. And then I'm like, you know what? I gotta kind of take the top pick from you guys. I feel like, because I feel like you both would talk about wings. So I feel like that should be. Jeff's shaking his head. I'm kind of wings should be number one for me because, I mean, it's like pizza, kind of like if you don't have a terrible wing very often, right? So I'm going with wings for my first pick.
It's a good first pick. I'm going to cross that off my list, which was at the very top, by the way, Frank.
See, I saw it coming.
So, yeah, let's talk wings for a second. I think question number one is blue cheese or ranch?
Blue cheese is nasty.
Blue cheese is delicious. Both. How about both?
I've tried.
How about blue ranch?
Oh, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'd be more likely to try that. But other than that, I'm a ranch guy all the way.
Spiciness? What level are we talking? I like a little tingle, but I want to go back and eat more wings, So
I think slightly hotter than a medium.
I'm probably right there with Jeff. I think I'm right there with Jeff. I want to enjoy it, but I want some heat out of it.
Yeah, It depends. It depends which place. If I'm ordering them, but medium's usually my go-to.
Yeah. Safe.
Yeah, safe. Exactly.
Gotcha.
Safe, a little adventurous for me at least, but
yes,
plenty of room for the other four things on my list, or five in my case.
Okay.
Jeff, I'm sure this was on your list too. Frank also mentioned it when he made his really long intro about drafting wings. Pizza, sausage, pepperoni. I'm not putting weird stuff like anchovies on it like both of you guys would. Is there certain like toppings that you would want specifically for football? Like, do you have a football topping pizza, or you guys get the same pizza no matter what?
Maybe a specialty pizza. I think for that, like a cheeseburger or a Philly cheesesteak, maybe even a barbecue chicken pizza.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
It depends though too. Like, is it takeout? Takeout delivery or frozen? But you brought up anchovies. I mean, I would be down with that too, because then that's more pizza for me because my family's not eating that.
Exactly.
It's a good strategy, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just put some pepperoni on there and I'm okay. That's still my go-to.
Yeah. I think nice and simple. I mean, I don't mind a specialty pizza here and there. A little meat on there and I'm good. Jeff, where are you going with your first?
All right. With my first pick, I am taking Fritos Scoops.
Ooh.
Why?
Wow.
Because you can dip them in anything.
That's
those
true.
are versatile.
But you didn't draft anything yet.
Well, don't you worry.
You didn't draft any dip yet.
I got four other picks there, my friend. I think I'll be okay. But I need those Fritos Scoops.
Wow, that's a surprising first pick, Jeff.
That's how I roll, though.
Well, even without a dip,
almost
it's
like
still
drafting
good.
a kicker in the first round of your fantasy football draft. You know what I mean?
I think I did that one year, and Chris criticized me for that.
Fritos Scoops are fantastic. Don't get me wrong. And they're big enough, large enough to handle just about any kind of dippable ingredient, right?
So what you're saying is Fritos Scoops probably would have been available in the 5th round.
You probably could have signed them later on in free agency, most likely.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it would have been safe. I don't think anybody would have gone with that.
Which, by the way, we'll draft 5 and then we'll talk about some undrafted picks. Frank,
I think I want to go with Tokitos, the frozen taco tube things. I don't know how else to describe it, right? I was thinking tacos, but then, Tokitos, because I was thinking tacos, but I'm not making tacos for any game because I'm lazy. But Tokitos, you can grab right out of the freezer, pop that in an air fryer, you're ready to go. So
okay,
and you could dip taquitos into taco dip or any other dip, cream cheese, salsa. So it's kind of versatile that way too.
When's the last time you had some taquitos?
Man, legit talking about or thinking about today. I need to go buy some because it's
very
been
soon.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
I think we mentioned in previous episodes too that taquitos, they only come in large quantities. You can't get a box of less than 20.
No. Why would you want less than 20?
Well,
I mean, that's the game's long, Jeff. You could throw 2 batches in there and be okay, I think.
Yeah, and if it's Sunday, then there's several games to watch. So,
I mean, you could have one before your nap, after your nap. Or is that just me on Sundays? I don't know.
Preferred way to make your taquitos. Air fryer, microwave,
air fryer.
oven,
air fryer.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is exciting. I did not think this would be an option for me to draft at number 2. But nachos.
Oh.
Yeah. Makes total sense.
Nice, simple with cheese, jalapenos, or fully loaded, or everything in between.
You make those in the microwave, Chris?
I have. It kind of depends on where I'm going, what I'm doing with the cheese,
What you're looking for.
What kind of cheese I'm going with. Am I getting like store-bought queso? Am I getting like canned queso? Did I fire up the smoker in the morning and make my own queso? So, but there's no wrong way to make nachos. Jeff?
All right. At
Philly
number
cheese
2.
Fritos?
No, they'll be available in the 4th or 5th round, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
All right. I think I'm going to go with like a good sandwich. So a Philly cheesesteak.
Now we're talking. Philly cheese. So cheesesteak, Jeff. Onions, peppers, mushrooms. Yes. No. Everything.
Yes, to all of it.
I just like a little grilled onion.
Okay.
And the cheese. Yeah.
That browns it all out, right?
Yeah.
Got to stay true, Chris. Got to stay true.
Frank, your 3rd pick.
All right. I don't know if you guys would have this. This is something that, I guess you could get in the freezer section, but I've never gotten this in the freezer section. I've only gone out and grabbed it. How about some White Castle sliders?
Ooh,
wow.
Sliders.
Right? How about that? I've never gotten them frozen because I'm a little like that. I feel like you need to go to the restaurant to get, but
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a sack of 10, sitting down on the couch, watching a game sounds pretty legit. I think this list is for this Sunday for me, not even just for game day. I think that's just going to be what I'm doing on Sunday.
Yeah. I have had the frozen ones plenty of times, and I always regret buying them.
Yeah, not good.
They're not the same.
Fair enough.
But then I see them again in the freezer aisle, and they wave at me and they wink at me, and I put them in my cart. They're great for if there's ever like an apocalypse, that they're available, but they're not the same.
Those are Twinkies. I gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Jeff would have any argument over some sliders, White Castle or not.
I've never had the ones you get in the freezer, but fortunately for me, I live pretty close to a White Castle, so.
Yeah.
I think the 3 of us have put away some sliders in our day together, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Easily over 100, I think.
I would have to think you're right.
Over the years? Yeah. I'm gonna go a little off the wall here. Fried pickles. Wait, Frank does not like pickles, right?
No.
Yeah, Frank.
You could have those. Good pick for you.
I should have thought of that, to be honest.
Well, I mean, you knew I wasn't going to take it.
That could have been on Jeff's list, but yeah, definitely wouldn't have been on yours. But great little appetizer, and the chips too. Not the whole spear. The whole spear is a little much.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'd rather have the chips myself.
Yeah,
You guys could have them.
Jeff, what is your third pick?
Well, since I have those Fritos Scoops at number 1, I need something to complement that. So I'm going to go with some guacamole.
Ooh, going with the guac.
I wouldn't have pegged you to dip those Frito Scoops in guac. I enjoy both of those very much, but I was thinking you were going to head like towards a queso or a salsa or something. I wasn't seeing guac out of that.
Yeah, it's a little bit more elevated.
I figured Jeff would go something dairy-free with the dip. So I'm not surprised about guacamole. Jeff,
Right.
certain things you like in your guac or you don't like in your guac?
What
Probably
don't I
everything,
like
right?
Of it. Yeah, maybe if you throw corn in there, I'm not a big fan.
Yeah,
Is that a thing?
I can see that. Probably.
Probably.
He's already
sure
dipping
somebody
corn
does
chips
that,
in
yeah.
there.
I'm sure somebody does that, but
Beautiful. Frank, number 4.
this is something that I do enjoy. My wife will make this every now and then, but potato skins.
Ooh.
Potato
Some
skins.
loaded tater skins.
Those get mentioned on the podcast quite often.
They're good. I don't have them in my life as often as I would like. Like I said, my doctor's probably happy about that end of it all, but they're pretty perfect. Some sour
Potato skins
cream.
are the most nutritious part of the potato, though.
That's true. I mean, I'll let him know that in November when I see him.
Cheese, bacon, like fully loaded.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything you can fit on that thing before it all just falls off, before it gets to your mouth. Yeah, that sounds really good right now.
Jeff and I were talking about this a few episodes back. I think Jeff mentioned something like you just don't see them at restaurants as often as you used to. And I made the comment that it always seemed like whenever I would order potato skins, there'd just be way too much potato in the potato skin.
I'd have to agree with that.
You know?
The restaurant that I remember doing it the most, for whatever reason, that stands out to me is TGI Fridays. Like
I think those are in the frozen section of the grocery stores too. Or
That's not something that I don't want frozen potato skins. Like that's something you got to make.
Agree. There's something you got to order, something you got to make on your own for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Good choice. I'm gonna go onion rings.
You making those homemade?
I could, if I'm ordering out for game day, takeout or whatever, then I'll throw on an order of onion rings. But yeah, I make them at home. They're pretty simple to make, I think.
I feel that onion rings don't travel well.
True. It is true.
Very good point. It's like fries. You order that for delivery and they're soggy by the time they get there.
Yeah. Pro tip: if you are ordering takeout or delivery, you better eat those onion rings first.
I'm down. Those are good.
Jeff, number 4.
Goes by a lot of different names: pot stickers, gyoza, dumplings, however you'd like to put it. That's where I'm putting it at number 4.
Probably not something that I would think of. I'd be down. Frank, it's a big decision.
I altered it now. I changed it. My number 5 I've changed because of Jeff's last suggestion. I would
Really? You were going to say gyoza?
No. I was going to say something else, but now Jeff kind of reminded me of something else that I want to bump up.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm thinking, and I think Jeff might agree with me, Chris, you won't. Sushi. Give me some sushi.
Ooh, wow.
Look, that's easy to do, right? Well, not make, but easy to eat while you're sitting there watching a game. Sushi, why not? That's
I like it.
That's good.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, sushi sounds good too right now. I haven't eaten yet, so this list
that's
is
your big
now on my
mistake.
ready.
Yeah, you definitely want to eat before coming on the show.
We've
That's all right. Still
learned.
coming up with good ideas.
Sorry
Good
about
ideas.
that.
Sushi is it, and I want something not a California roll. Don't give me that. Give me some spicy tuna or one of the specialty rolls. Give me something different than what I could get at the grocery store type of a thing.
Jeff, you ever done sushi for game day?
I don't know that I have, but I would.
Yeah, it works. They're poppable.
Yeah.
Okay. This is tough. There's a lot on my list here, and I feel bad for the ones that I'm not picking, but that's life, right? I got a couple of fried things. I got nachos and pizza. I think I need a little more meat. So I'm just going to go with like a grilled or smoked sausage.
Oh.
Throw it in a bun. Boom.
That's good.
Italian sausage, Polish, whatever. Even a hot dog.
A bratwurst? Bratwurst would be good.
Bratwurst would be all right. I'd probably pick something before I got to a brat, but that's what week 4 is for. Switch it up the brats.
I get it.
I dig that. You mentioned not brats, but what do you put on like your sausage? Some onions, green peppers?
Usually some onions, maybe some hot sauce.
Okay.
It depends where I'm getting the sausages. Frank, we've shopped at the same butcher.
We have, yes.
And also at like grocery chain around here, Mariano's. They make some like Italian sausages stuffed with so much stuff.
Sure. My
favorite thing to throw on the smoker is some giardiniera Italian sausages. It's stuffed with cheese and giardiniera inside the sausage. Throw it on the smoker for like 2 hours. It doesn't need anything.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm coming to your house.
Coming to your house for that. Yeah, for sure. Jeff, the final pick of the 2024 Game Day Food Draft.
All right. So usually for college football on Saturdays, this is something that I'll make throughout the course of the season, and it's usually different every time. I'm going to go with chili.
Yes.
Knew it was coming. Fantastic choice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think because it's like the hottest day of the year right now when we're recording, that it just didn't feel right to say chili. But chili should definitely be in a football game day food top 5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No matter how you make it. Unless it's vegan.
Well,
yeah, that somebody else could eat that, right? I mean,
Jeff's like, I do that.
I do that too.
Really? Well, I mean, I would be interested in trying it. I'm not trying to make vegan chili, although, Chris, you mentioned it being very warm out today. If somebody was like, hey, do you want a bowl of chili today? Yes, I do. Thank you very much.
Yeah. But a bowl of chili ready to go? Sure.
Let's eat it. I
made some vegan chili not too long ago that was all straight vegan with just a variety of mushrooms in there.
That sounds
okay.
That sounds okay. Like, I mean, I like mushrooms. I would try it. But good for you, Jeff. Good for you.
Yeah, it was good.
Sometimes chili is all about the toppings or the mix-ins,
Totally. I mean, you make it your own. Things you like, you can load it up, and it's just, it's like a comfort food, right? I mean, you feel just whole.
Sour cream, cheese, maybe some jalapenos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some heat. Maybe some onions.
Extra onion, yeah.
Yeah, red onion.
You can do those little oyster crackers. Do you guys?
What about chili mac?
I was just gonna say, do you ever put it over noodles, egg noodles or macaroni?
Once in a while.
Yeah, I mean,
I like it.
Not very often, but
I like it, and I'll enjoy it. But yeah, it's not something I'm thinking about. Usually, my wife is the one that brings it up. Like, hey, should we make some macaroni? Well, okay, yeah, go ahead and throw it in there.
Yeah, I'm more likely to throw it on top of a hot dog than noodles. Okay,
this goes back to yours, Chris. You could have chili dogs with your sausages if Jeff came over.
Yeah, that's true. So we've drafted. There's a couple free agents out there, right? We can still sign them. So why don't we each take 2 undrafted free agents and we'll wrap this up. Frank, who are you signing?
Pizza rolls. Okay. Pizza rolls. And something, again, I'm thinking very snackable that you might not get filled up just on that particular dish. So pizza rolls and chicken nuggets.
Ooh,
Chicken nuggets is solid.
nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
What
Those are good. Those are okay. Buying both of those in the frozen food section, coming home, taking care of that, and that sounds like a maybe a second half type of a deal, but that's a pretty good menu.
What nuggets seem acceptable to you in the frozen food section?
The dino nuggets, Chris. I mean, decent. Chris, you actually turned me on to the Aldi,
the red bag chicken?
The red bag chicken. Yeah, that's it. And those are pretty good. Other than that,
those are fillets though. Those are like chicken sandwich.
No, but they have nugget ones too.
Oh, do they? Okay.
I believe I've had those. But if not, fine. We could just go with Tyson or whatever's kind of on sale.
Mickey D's.
Yeah, not Burger King though, because their nuggets are terrible. But McDonald's, I'm down. Sure.
The red bag chicken at Aldi's was supposed to be like a Chick-fil-A dupe, I believe. Right?
Wow. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm 90% sure that they have nuggets too.
So Jeff, Frank took pizza rolls and nuggets. I think I'm gonna go pigs in a blanket.
Ooh.
I'm gonna throw a little dessert. I'm gonna go with just some good old brownies.
Okay.
How about that? That's good.
Yeah, it's kind of
no nuts in the brownies, by the way.
No.
That's just
don't ruin it.
Silly.
Not even on top?
No.
No,
you could have a bowl of peanuts there and some brownies, but you can't have peanuts on the brownies or with the brown. No.
Well, not like the Little Debbie's ones. The Little Debbie's ones have nuts on top.
You take them off. You just pick them off.
Yeah.
Oh,
legit.
And those Little Debbie nuts are like the worst quality nut there is.
In a pinch, though,
Yeah, no, we're gonna put a little more. We're gonna put a little more time into the brownies. I think.
I agree wholeheartedly.
When it comes to my team, at least.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sign me up. Draft me for those brownies.
You get two, Jeff. Floor is yours.
Well, since I have those Fritos Scoops, I would love to have some really good hummus to go with those.
Ooh, hummus.
Yeah.
There it is. Jeff's got the big Costco bag of Fritos Scoops.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got guac. He's even got chili. And he's got hummus. He can dip.
You could put those Fritos Scoops on just about everything on your list, Jeff. You could
you look down at your plate.
That would go well.
Over, you got some, cheese and steak to scoop up. Probably not the dumplings, but
Well, I mean, how are you going to pick up the dumplings? I don't use chopsticks.
Yeah. I would think that the scoops would still work for the dumplings.
Yeah.
All right. And what else?
And I guess for my last one, you know what? I am all about just like a regular veggie platter. A veggie
raw
tray.
Veggies? Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of broccoli, some carrots, maybe some cauliflower.
Yeah, I'm with you. That was on my list. That was there in case of emergency.
Wow.
But it was on my list.
Never crossed my mind.
No? Carrots, celery sticks, cucumber, broccoli.
Yeah.
The only way I'll eat broccoli if it's raw. And like a good ranch.
I mean, I don't hate that, but I'm not passing up pizza rolls to reach for the vegetable tray.
Yeah, it's a compliment. It's a compliment. Maybe the brownies are still in the oven. Maybe the cheesesteak didn't come yet.
Yeah, or you finished it. Or you finished two. And you're thinking to yourself, you know what? I need to balance this out with something a little bit healthy. Why don't I just eat some green stuff?
Yeah.
See, what I thought about, Jeff, when you said that is that all the other food is gone and you're still hungry and you're like, well, there's vegetables are still here. So, all right, I'll do
still
that.
Feeling a little peckish. I'm still a little peckish here.
You get that roughage, the last thing.
Yeah, get a little fiber going.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Any regrets from your teams? What do you think? Happy?
I'm very happy with mine.
If you had this lineup this Sunday, starting at noon all the way till 10 p.m., you're one happy man, right?
Oh yeah.
Assuming your teams, your bets, or whatever, your fantasy league all works out at the same time too.
I'm a little disappointed. I think I would have saved Fritos Scoops for a little bit further down. I would have loved to have had nachos in there.
Jeff
Frank
just wanted his Fritos Scoops right away.
Yeah, Frank took wings right away, so I was just so disappointed, man.
As expected.
Yeah. That's the Heisman Trophy winner right there.
Right.
That's the first,
Well,
undisputed first round pick.
Who doesn't like them at a football party? Or if you're sitting around by yourself?
Vegetarians, Frank. Vegetarians don't like them.
Well, yeah, but
Cauliflower wings.
doesn't Kevin Hart make like amazing fake chicken, veggie chicken, or
I'll eat the fake stuff too. I don't discriminate.
all those things with beer or
I'll eat the real stuff.
cold Coca-Cola? I mean, those are it's a good list. It's a good list.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about beverages, but I'm good with whatever. Thanks for listening to episode 78 of Fresh and Uncooked. Jeff, where can our listeners find you on the internet?
You can find me on all platforms, Jeff_on-air.
Frank, where can people follow you?
You can find me on Instagram. Frank was on air, and that's probably the best place to find me.
Gamer tag? You want to give your gamer tag?
Michael Scarn. You can find me on Xbox under Michael Scarn.
You can find me TikTok and YouTube, cooking with Chris_YT. Links to all the Fresh and Uncooked socials are in the show notes and description below. Jeff, until next time.
Enjoy what you eat.